Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. In the previous video we parted out Lego Hidden Side 70429. We did 4 of them. I gave you a quick guide as to how I go about it. Now we're going to take it from the parts, transferring the parts and inventory numbers into Brickstock, and then from Brickstock onto Bricklink, where they can then be seen by customers who potentially want to buy them. We've just parted out a set. We've got all the bricks in their various pots or places we decide to put them for counting. Now we're going to put them into Brickstock to then hopefully put them into our store. There's a few ways we can do this via Brickstock. I'm going to show you a couple of ways. One's a very long way, but it involves just Brickstock itself. The other way is with Brickstock and Bricksync, which is a lot quicker for those of you that use both of them together. There's another way which I've used before in the past, which is, in my experience, is less trustworthy, I say. I have less success with it. I find it a bit more frustrating. You can just, as we see, we can just put it straight into Bricklink and then let Bricklink do some of the work, but again with browser issues and it failing, and then I have problems with multiple lots of the same part, etc. So what I normally do here is Bricklink store inventory. So this is going to upload everything in my store as it is now. This is so I can get the remarks for my parts. And then I'm going to import the Bricklink set inventory. So everything that Bricklink says we should have in here. It's a hidden side set. That's now my alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H, that's where we are, hidden side. 70429. Fuego Stunt plane, and I had 4 of them to part out, so we'll go for that. 4, so a new tab opens with everything that should be in 4 sets of the Fuego Stunt plane. When I was doing this, there's no instructions on here, but they can be added later. If this is going to be a tutorial about how to upload the set inventory into the store, if people would like more information on this software, then just drop some comments below or message me and we can sort something out if people want to know a bit more about what else we can do on this program. So now we've got the set inventory sorted out, I now need to get some information here so we know we're not so we know what we've got in store already, because some of these parts I know I've already got, but there's nothing here to say I've already got them because we've just uploaded the inventory off of Bricklink like that. Hence why I've got this store inventory open here as well, so I can import some of this information. Like I said, you could take this, count everything, adjust it as we go, and then upload the XML file to Bricklink. Bricklink then should consolidate everything given the tick boxes you check once you upload it, whether you want to keep the same price, etc. Do you want to consolidate the lots? Which so it should be pretty straightforward, but like I said, I've had problems before where I've got multiple lots, it's not quite uploaded properly, so for me this is a good visual way of doing it. So first of all, again, personal preference, we've got these green ticks here. I like to look for the blue crosses. So all the blue crosses are parts that Lego provide. As we know with all sets, they provide a spare extra parts. So these are the extra parts for this set. So I am going to just count them off the normal parts. So the original parts up here, which will be a green tick, and just change the quantities in this row, which I'll show you in a bit. So I'm going to delete all them. Don't need them. And then these are the counterpart pieces, so if you decide to sell your weapon plaster complete rather than separated, so I normally separate these 2 parts, but if you want to do it as a complete, these are the parts you need. So you got that one, that as a complete set with a wheel, and then this one with a tyre and the rims together. But again, I separate these out, so I get rid of these because they're not needed for what I am doing. So now I've got everything I need. So now we've got 137 errors, because there's no price in here, we'll do that later. 137 lots. So now, to get the remarks, I'm going to do the long-winded way first. So I'm going to Control A to select all them, Control C to copy them. I'm going to chuck them straight in the store. Existing lots, do the same with everything else. So that's going to import everything and consolidate everything if I've already got it in the store. Now I need to go and find the quantity difference. So everything we've just put in will have changed quantities, which should be highlighted down here. Yes, so everything in green is what we've just added. We can double check this by clicking here, going right down to the bottom, because we've organised it by this column, right down to the end, Shift, click. So all of them quantity differences have been selected. We should have a selected 137 lots, which we have. Get rid of this. 137 lots, which is what we selected. That's what we have here, so that's correct. So now we can take these in a minute, but now we just need to know that they're there. That's right, that's worked. Go back to this one. We're going to save this file. I'm just going to save it here for now. Over the top of that one. Yes, let's replace that. Okay, go ahead. And then once we've saved that, I'm also going to control all, and I'm going to edit and reset differences. So that means the quantity original is now going to be this. So rather than have quantity difference, this is a set saved with all the quantities as they are there, and then save that again. Now I'm going to control C these from my store inventory. So these are the things from the store inventory with all the information on, and paste them into here. Again, existing lots, do the same. Yes. So now you can see it's now added all them to here, which is great. It's all been added in. We've still got 137 lots. We haven't added anything else, but all these quantities are now wrong because it's also added everything I had in the store. So what we do is we then arrange these, and I'm going to, I told you this was a long-winded way, but it works. Shift, and then we're going to select all the 4s down to here. We're going to set quantity to 4, so we know that's all 4. Okay, and then we're going to go edit, reset differences. Now we know we've got all the information there. That's a quantity of 4. Same again, so we go here, shift, all the 8s right down to here, quantity, set 8. Okay, edit, reset differences, done. And we'll do that again for the rest of them. All the 12s, set quantity, 12, enter, and then we can just do this, shift, 16, quantity, set, 16, enter, do this, quantity, set, 20, okay. Set 32, okay. 140, quantity, set. Last one, quantity, set 48. So that's everything like that. And then we go all the red ones, negatives, shift, select all them, edit, reset differences, and that should be correct down to 48. Right, okay, so that's fine. So 137 lots, 1,120 items, and it's also imported all the prices that I have for these as well, which is pretty good. And that is because I've already parted this set into my store. So that. So now I've got all the information, we can then go about parting out, and as we part out, we know exactly where everything should be. So if these slots were full, again I sort by colour. Go to the top. Again, you can count as you want. With this first pot you pick up, I like to go by colour, so I just go all the blacks, all the yellows, blues, etc. So now I can go click on this propeller. Yeah, I've got 4 of them. Check 4. They're going in pot 14, so I know exactly where they're going. Done. Come to the next one, 4 of these, B45, I can put them straight in that drawer. If I come to a space, let's say for instance this is empty, backspace enter mark. Then I'll go, right, okay, I haven't got it. If it's an empty space, which it would be normally, like I said, it's like this because I've just imported it off my inventory, and this set's already in my inventory. So if it's an empty space, it means that you haven't got it in your store, and I need to find a new space for it. So that could be, I'll put in Pt2. That's what I normally like to do, Pt2, or the next available space. Or if I've emptied a drawer and I've got a drawer to fill, I'll fill the drawer first. So that becomes N. So if you want to edit remarks, double click, type in what you need, enter, done. So then you can go through this. You know exactly what you've got in store already, so you can add to that drawer, or you need to find a new home for something. And again, if you find something and you have got extra parts of it, like these, 16 can become 20. Double click, backspace, 20, done. You have a quantity difference, but you're going to save it at the end anyway. So then you can make sure everything's correct. Save that as you go. And there we go. And then that is now in a position where you can upload it to Bricklink. But I'll show you the quicker way as well while we're here. So let's get rid of this and start again. Now we've got the inventory in, we can then try and access BrickSync to try and get the remarks and information we need, so we know what's relevant to our store already to help us parting out and organising. I'm not going to do any other bits like changing the extra parts and that because we've done the previous step. Before we go through this, I just want to say kudos to Brickinit for showing me this method via his YouTube channel. So I'm going to put a link to him in the description below. Check out his channel, loads of cool videos on there. Again, another Lego seller from the British Isles. So yes, thanks very much to him, kudos, and without him I wouldn't be able to show you what I'm showing you now, and it's helped me out massively. So we've saved this into the BrickSync folder, which then allows us to access it through BrickSync. The file name is 70429-1. So we're going to BrickSync now, it's all loaded, running properly. We can go sort. Actually no, before we do that, my mistake, let's close this down first so we can actually edit it. So close that down so we can edit it without it being open. We go sort 70429-1.bsx, enter, and that's now done all 150 lots, all 1180 items, and it's changed the remarks to everything we have. So everything that it knows we've got has been added with remarks. So we can now minimize that. File, open recent, that one, and it should, fingers crossed, yes. So now we've got all the remarks in here and the prices. And then we should have a load of parts in here potentially that don't. No, it's all come through. Let's price them at 1p. So these are the parts I was talking about. These are counterpart part. So everything in here it already recognises I've got in store because I've already parted it into the store, as you well know. But these parts I haven't got in my store. So these would be parts that if I was parting out and this is how it happened and there's a blank space, as I said before, I could then just go in and put in the new location or next relevant location. So these are the parts that are the counterpart pieces that I don't sell as, which is quite a good way of doing it. But all the prices have been updated as well. But again, if we were doing this, I'd now get rid of everything that's not got remark. Let's just make this a bit easier. So yes, control or shift, sorry, get rid of them just for the sake of this exercise. Everything else is organised and done. And then what I tend to do, because if you are in the UK, which I am, and you want to sort the prices out, it's not quite as straightforward as it seems. So we've now selected everything. I'm going to sort the price out and ready to put into Bricklink. Because now we're in a position, if we've counted everything, we're happy where everything is, we can now get this uploaded into Bricklink. So we go to price. Everything's going to be set to a price guide of the last 6 months average, which is what I use. Okay, it's going to change the prices. Everything's been updated. But that is a dollar equivalent. So if you were to click on these items here and then click price guide and take it to the browser, then prices aren't the same. So let's do that. So it's saying that should be about 17p, but I don't think that's the right price for what I'm doing. So yeah, 17p, average price is actually 1p. That sounds a bit too much. That's because it's not 17p mark, it's 1.7p rounded. Let's try another one that's a little bit more pricey. Let's try the minifigures, just to show you what I'm talking about. Price, no, that's going to go to the smallest one, isn't it? There we go, and back up to the top. Bear with me, people. So it's saying that Mary Breakstone should be about £3.50 rounded up. So let's see what her price guide is for the UK. And it is £2.99. So there's 50p difference there. So that's actually done the prices on American dollars, which doesn't really equate very well to UK pound sterling. So I control all. I then go to edit. No, I don't. Apologies. I go to adjust price, increase, decrease. I found 18%. No, apologies. I shouldn't be so tight. I then find that between 15 to 18%. So we go 50%. So decrease it by 50%, which normally gives you around about £2.99, £2.97, and then I can go to edit price. Round to decimal places, make it nice and easy. So £2.97, and the actual price guide was £2.99. So I'm happy with that. That's good enough for me. So that's how I get around the price issue. I have been on the currency conversion and just do what's a pound worth to a dollar, get a rough percentage, and then use that, and then just try a few examples just to make sure I'm in the ballpark. And then now everything priced up. Everything, there's no errors shown at the bottom. We can go through and make sure everything's got a remark. That's what I like to try and do. Check, 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 which it will do. But yeah, so everything's done. Quantities are right because I've checked them as I've counted them in. And then we then control all. We'd go edit. We then go, no we wouldn't, file, export. This is a new set going on the store. So I'd go Bricklink mass upload using the XML. Click. I then go to here, Control V, which then pastes the XML in. Consolidate, I normally go on new remarks, just in case. New price and new tier pricing, if relevant. And then I go to verify file. And then I just double check. So I've got 4 of them going into £2.97. I go back to Brickstock, go to the top of my list. £2.97, 4 of them going in, and they're going in minifig 2, and they should be consolidating because I've already got minifig 2. So now be 8 of them because again I'm already adding them to my store. So this is as far as I'm going to go. I'm not actually going to add them to the store because I haven't got this many. Again 8, so there's 4 of them going into 4. Yep, 8 of them, 4 of them going into 4. Minifig 2. Yeah, I know that's correct. I know that's correct. And then you go through them if you wanted to and just double check against your Brickstock all the way down. And then you double check 1,156 items and 146 unique lots. Double check that against what you've got. 146 lots, 1,156 items, equivalent to £167. That's what we got. And then I'd upload file and that'll be in the store. And that's how I part out. My apologies for the long-winded explanation. So if there's anything you want breaking down a little bit, or want me to go over anything else in another video, or touch on anything else, please let me know. Again, comments below. Feedback is greatly appreciated as long as it's constructive. And I'll see you for the next video. Thank you very much.